Welcome to the Center of Light. Light, madame, monsieur? It's exactly what we're talking about tonight. And guess what?
Access granted.
Everyone has access. Everyone. You, especially. You are here. Hello, everyone. From my heart to you, I send you a blessing. Hour and a half, 2 hours, who knows? I'm going to be here for a while. Why? Because I am a joyful, blissful human being. I'm living in the light. We're going to be talking about the light tonight. Emergence. No joke. What I would like you to do immediately, let me do this immediately. Hello, all of you beautiful, sexy human creatures. My God, you're so delicious. If I could spread you on a sandwich like mayo, I'd put Subway out of business. Hello, Amy Blanchard, Elwood, Claudia, Dana, Kelly, Tracy, Gina, Etim, Nekpis, and China, Tanya in Canada, Abigail. Abigail, I need you to get with me on those shirts. You are loved beyond measure, hashtag, YNV hashtag, and I think the other was heart, mind, action. If that's correct, let me know, please. There was a third one. We created a third one the other night. Charles, Sana, Kathy. Hey, Kathy. Char, Jason, Wendy, Nell, Caprice, Kevin, Nadine, Nicole, Timothy, Nori Love, Mark Dwayne, Carlos Mendezabal broke my collarbone back in the day. He laughs every time I bring that up. We were playing football and I went to his legs to tackle him and his foot came up and kicked me in the collarbone and I went, wah, mama. Sandy Hunt, Kat Kennedy. If I missed you, forgive me. Love me anyway. Don't judge me, y'all. Be unconditional. Tracy says, you are the light. Kelly says she loves it. Tonight we're going to get down. We're going to lovingly, not so much kid gloves, some, but push and shove it. And we're going to rise above it all. Sound like an evangelical preacher done a, oh glory, hallelujah, bless brother, baby Jesus. Good to see you folks. Why am I so fascinated with light? Everything Keith does is light. I get it. Keith's light. That's all about the light. All right. Turn the lights on. Now I can see. I get it. Well, I want to delve into that because I want to see greater myself. And I'm just sharing myself, my time with me, with you. And as you do the same, it becomes our time with we. We're having church, y'all. Today's Sunday and it's 9 o'clock. We're going to be rocking shortly. To those who were expecting my course for 6 weeks, it didn't happen. People who signed up backed out, blah, 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 blah. Long story short, I got something else in the works. Those who know you get perks because I love you. You're always with me. You always share. You always post. You're no more dear to anyone else in my heart. But you're doing the work, and I want to bless you for it in that way. You know who you are. Does the mic sound okay? Everything sound groovy? If so, give me an exclamation point. Actually, no. Give me a G for groovy. Just give me a G. A G. What's up, G? Give me a G for God. What's up, dog? Give me a G. I'm going to ask 2 questions, maybe 3. It's important to me. I always want to expand, which tonight truly is about. It is about spiritual expansion. Cost you zip. Speaking of which, unzip that wallet or that purse of yours and throw some love my way. I do this pro bono. I will always do it pro bono. You are blessed, so am I. I want to ask you a couple of questions. One is, should I, and be honest. It's important to me you're honest. Should, everybody says, G, what's up, dog? G. Thank you for that. Should I keep the intro? The first intro with the big drums, excuse me, not the drums, it's called The Birth of Man. It's kind of haunting. Is to create a following, let people show up, get their coffee, get their bling bling, what they going to do. And then it goes into the test screen pattern with the cosmic thing and consciousness and light and fifth dimension. Should I keep these things? I do this because I am creating a vision. It gives me the opportunity to fall inside. What else do I have to do except create? What else do you have to do except create? So I use this time to go, this is just fun for me. And I have a vision. Hence the center of light, the vision that was handed to me through many avatars, God realized men from India. Doesn't make me blessed or special more than anybody else. It just makes me joyful. Because I've followed joy and the love and the divine fire and the light this presentation is about tonight. And those who precede me and I pay reverence to. Should I keep the intros, the first, not the second, not the first, both? We get it. It creates a spin. It creates a tone, a zone. Should I keep Lavender Soul? So what I want you to do to give me your answers. One, keep the intro, keep the intros, keep all three, whatever. Just say, Keith, one intro, both intros, Lavender Soul. Just give me, it doesn't have to be spelled out. Just give me 1, 2, or 3, or 2 or 3, or 3, or 2 or 1. I'll know what it means. Just give me one of those numbers. Thank you. Kelly says, yes, I like your intro. You can change it up if you want. And I will. Thank you, Kelly. Elwood says, what's the temperature here? Braham Sandwich, it is current temperature. 37 degrees. Chilly willy. Let's see. Let's get back to the room. We're going to get into the presentation. I have to fall inside. Sandy Hunt says, please, yes, Lavender Soul. Great. Tanya says, keep following your heart. I just got my answer. I just got my answer. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. What's up, Yak? Usman? Michelle Gent? Tanya, thank you. That was wonderful. That's the best answer I can have ever heard. But it is also my heart to know what people like, to keep them engaged. I like people being engaged in what I do, as well as you. That is the journey homeward. That I love you unconditionally. Show me what you do. Tell me if you're a songwriter and you're going to go sing it somewhere at an open mic. Tell me. I want to show up. It's about us all showing up. So thank you. I will look at these comments. Everybody says, keep Lavender Soul. 3, Elwood says, keep Lavender Soul for sure. My birds are singing, says Kelly. Paige, hello, Paige. Hello, Nicole. She's saying hi to everyone. Let's keep moving forward. Tonight, we are speaking about light. I want to use this light instead. Fire. Divine fire. Well, Keith, you're talking about fire. Who wants to get burned? I do. I want to get so burned that an aspect, or at least through and through, all the way to my soul, gets purified by the light, the divine fire. I know the things I do incorrectly. I know the things I do incorrectly, consciously, knowingly. What does that make me? It makes me human. It makes me joyful. I have fun. I live heaven on earth. I'm a blissful, peaceful person inside of myself and how I feel about things. I always improve. I always want to improve greater, to move further into the light. And the things I fall short, quote, in doing those things, I say, take me where you need to. Bring me further into the light. And I often hear it requires something from you, Keith. And I say, yes, I just intended that. Help me to graduate further, deeper inside of myself till I fall into a space of light. Emergence. Emergency for some of us. When we don't see. It can be tough. Your time is now to act. Act into what, Keith? Just to act. You don't have to know what to do, but the want to do a something, to be light nature, live in the light, delightful, lightning, lighthouse, calling in the ships lost in the fog. Light. I don't feel so heavy today. In fact, for the last few months of my life, I've been feeling light. You're not feeling so heavy, dark, light. Welcome to Center of Light, speaking about light, emergence, bringing the it of it all, the it that everyone wants, be it through drink, smoke, food, sex, gambling. Everyone wants the it. But in our idolatrous ways, we think the it comes through that thing. When it does. But it comes through everything. So you don't have to be an idol worshiper and lock yourself and pigeonhole yourself into one way of looking for your joy. It's okay to be a human being and play in the garden of earth, and in all mirth to play in the same garden of your soul. You can have it all. That's what heaven on earth is about. But don't kid yourself for a moment. You have to find a space of clarity and balance to live in both places. Many people come to the earth and they're not aware of the there. Many people are there and they're not aware of the earth. It's called birth and death. But what we are here to do is to bridge the gap, to get out the mishaps. And we do that by intending and praying and meditating and saying, I love my fun, son of a gun. What do I need to do? All right. Hello, Steve Stone. Hello, Chloe. Dana says 3 hearts. Let's give her a Facebook love poke. Sandy says fire and ice. Give me the fire. I want the fire. I like the summertime. I like the spring. I like the fall. Boy, when it starts to get ridiculously cold, I'm sold. I am out. Tonight we are speaking about light, emergence. You can do it gracefully and have this light emerge within you. It may require a purging, a surging of things, or you can find yourself in a state or space rather of emergency. I need light right now. I'm ill. Someone's in trouble. I'm in trouble because someone's in trouble. I'm in trouble because I'm in trouble myself. That's a space of emergency because we have not been able to see the emergence. See what I mean? Are you just simply a joyful, gleeful, blissful human being? I don't know how to do that, Keith. Aspects of my life, yes, I am. Congratulations. Joy is evidence of the presence of God. Any aspect of your life that there is no joy, God is not being seen. When God is being seen, we can emergence into that. When God is not being seen over a period of time, it becomes a space, a state of emergency. Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, Islam, Sikhism, Zoroastrianism, doesn't matter. The law is the law. I'll see you shortly. How about some lavender soul? Let's see what's on the menu. Hi, Cindy. What am I looking for?
place you haven't tried. Your search for love is taking chances. Have you ever thought to look inside?
What am I hoping for? A better world, is there a cure? What can I do to help the score? I'm at a loss, I'm just not sure. What am I praying for? To see the light around the world and the people's love restored. Peace on earth, of this I'm sure.
Where do you go to find your answers? There is a place you haven't tried. Your search for love is taking chances. Have you ever thought to look inside? Where do you go to find your answers? There is a place you haven't tried. Your search for love is taking chances. Have you ever thought to look inside? You hold the key to find your answers. I am the door you have not tried. Never again taking chances. Open your heart and walk inside. Walk inside.
Welcome back to Center of Light. That's what we're talking about tonight. Light, 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 light. In the emergence of. And I love each and every one of you. I love the background music. I created it today. I want to hear it, if you don't mind. Helps me to fall into a space. Very special space. You welcome, Paige. Paige, my apologies. I thought Ricky Chandler asked a question, and then I realized it was you. She asked the question, what does it mean when you feel like you should not be in a physical body because it's limiting? Fantastic question. First of all, beautiful lady, it means what it means because you are assigning it a meaning. Just take that in. It's not a right or wrong. Just take it in. Say, okay, I hear that. And even goes so far as, if it is real for you, close your eyes. She says, what does it mean when I feel like I don't need a physical body because it's so limiting? Paraphrase. So don't give it a meaning. Just know that that thing is there. Just notice it. What you have just done is gave it freedom to be what it actually is, versus saying, I feel like I cannot expand because I'm in a physical body. I understand. You can open your eyes now if you hadn't closed. I understand what you're trying to say is. That's what it feels like. Okay, I get that. Well, the feeling is always prompted by a thought because you chose those very words to convey to me this space, this idea, right? So what it is asking of you, or showing you rather, is contrast. Me, I'm the spirit, I'm vibrating, and I know it. But yet I got this shell around me, and I can't get out of the room fast enough, right? I get it. Trust me, I get it. But when you realize the vessel, your body, is not there to hinder you. In fact, it's not hindering you. What is hindering not only you, but every one of us is the engram, the thorn in the mind that says you have a shell to break through before you can reach liberation. That is the truth. Do you understand, precious? I'm working on it myself daily, every day, all day long. In fact, unconsciously, that wheel is turning. That momentum is picking up by such questions that you had just posed. That's how it's done. You just did it. There's nothing else. You decided out of your entire day to show up to Keith's presentation and hang out and ask this question that stimulated thought, feeling, an intention, prayer, desire for higher, light, divine fire. It's there for you to acquire. In fact, there's nothing you have to do. I want to get out of this body. Well, not that you want to die. The body's so limiting. No, it's not. The body is a vehicle and a tool for you to use. In fact, it's another layer of density that gives you even more cojones, even more balls to push this light emergence in you out into the physical world in a dense fashion, in a 3D way that it can and will affect other people. Now that you see it that way, close your eyes again, take a breath, use the drums as energy, and you push it out. You push your light out as it emerges into the world. You will find your liberation page. Turn the page, become the sage, the light elder from the ages. I know you understand. Let's go back to the room real quick. Hello, Ishvati Saraswati. I love it. Ishvati, if I pronounce that correctly, please send me an exclamation point. That sounded so delicious. It's very sensual. Listen to it. You don't have to know what the person looks like. Guy or girl. I don't know if it's guy or girl. My software is anyway. Ishvati Saraswati Nandini. Ishvati Saraswati Nandini. Ishvati Saraswati Nandini. Oh my God, I could just live with that thought in my head. It has an amazing vibration. There is a light characteristic to the name that was selected. I appreciate that. Thank you for that blessing. You're welcome, Paige. Hello, Linda. She says, thank you. You're welcome. Jesse, Terry, Paige. I'm waiting for Ishvati Saraswati Nandini to send me that exclamation point. If not, I'm going to stalk this person out. I'm teasing. And then we're going to get down to the presentation. I have lots. Lots. We are friends. So hello, friend. All right, let's get down. Tonight we're talking about light. The emergence of. I am a soul made of light here on this earth to use my God-given abilities for world unity and world peace. My energy is beginning to move. It's not a showboat. It's to demonstrate to you that it's okay to truly be your genuine, authentic, spiritual, divine, whole self. This is what helps me to fall into that way. And I demonstrate it to you so that you may see what it looks like. You don't have to do it the way I do it. I just want you to see the letting go of it, not the mannerisms and the mechanicalness of it all. What is light? 3 words. 3 magical. Ishvari, I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Please continue. 3 words. What is light? I said it twice, not because I don't think you understand. It's because it arouses me. You feel that as I push? Did you feel that in your lower chakra? Sexual energy begins to vibrate, and all of a sudden you got this charge of light. And that kundalini, that dual snake, the caduceus, wants to rise. He wants to erect in you. Did it not? I'm pushing again, and you feel it. It's not me pushing as if I'm a healer. It's my intention and in my conveyance to you that you understand all this verbiage on the many different levels it is transpiring. Ishvari Saraswati Nandini says, Saraswati is the name of the goddess of knowledge. And you don't have to go to college to let that move the light in you so it can begin to emerge and create a surge of divine compassion, expression, awareness. Because I'm letting go. Yo, dog, I'm letting go. Just let go of what? That you're already being in the mind. Just let go. Let go of what is implying a timeline. That's not what the light is. The light is eternal, which erases shadows, mistakes, unforgivenesses, guilt to the hilt. And when you begin to tilt to the 51% of that expansion in yourself, you become conscious of the light. It's always democracy. 51% of the vote gets the win. 51% of the vote within yourself gets the win. Do you have your second wind about you yet? And when you do, then you win. It's about being in the light. Keith, this just sounds so, you make it sound so easy, but my mind, exactly, will never understand. You can't wrap your mind around it. You have to believe to receive that you are loved beyond measure. Most people, I would say, in fact, the entire world, with the exception of a handful of a few. What is a handful of a few? There's 7.7 billion people on this planet. Handful of a few. Ever contemplated the idea that they could be possibly loved beyond measure? What I just offered you was a diamond and a phenomenal treasure. Will you allow yourself that pleasure? That you are loved beyond measure? As soon as you try to examine, postulate, meditate on the idea, what is a measure that I'm loved beyond? That's the beginning. That's the baby step. But soon you will swoon. That's just a measurement. That's a limitation. As Paige asked the question, it feels troubling for me that I can't move beyond my body because it's so limiting. That's exactly the point. Do you understand that? It's not that difficult. You have to postulate what a measure is to yourself to realize there's something beyond the measure. Because if you come to the end of your measure in music, or how you gauge or measure your life, or a lifetime, or an eternity, or an eon, what happens after the end of the measure? Someone asked Deepak Chopra, do you believe that there's an edge to the universe? He said, what happens if you get to the edge? What lies beyond the edge? And it's called thought. Your thought is in the way. It's simply a divine play of spirit. Everything, even the bullshit in your life. It's a divine play of spirit for other people to take you in, but for you, it may not be so peachy. It's not hard. Well, Keith, it just sounds so difficult. That's the point. It sounds difficult because you understand difficulty, and it's registering within you that this emergence of light in you is not an arduous task. You may ask the question repeatedly, and it doesn't go anywhere. It will never go anywhere. Questions are phenomenal. You will get the quality of the soul quantity you invest in your questioning. That will be your answering to your own clarion divine call. But that is still living in the dualistic world. It's okay. I like the dualistic world. I do. I love it. But I also burn, yearn, and churn for that space, that divine fire. Well, Keith, I'm just not there. You are there. There's no other place to be. Do you see that? There's no other place to be. You're in your lair. You're in your village. There's no other place to be. This is it. There's nothing else. Wow. This is it? Really? Well, there's more to come. This is it. Do you like your kingdom or queendom that you have created for yourself? In this physical manifestation of the soul, which is only the aspect or the bridge, crossing the bridge to the soul. We'll skip that. My new book coming out in July 31st, 2020. Crossing the bridge to the soul. That sounds like I have to walk. It's exactly what it sounds like. But if you're thinking about it that way, then you are walking yourself breathless. It's not truly a literal walking. That's not what it is. Yes, life unfolds in increments or measures, and we have glimpses and realizations of emergences. But what it's truly about is no longer living in emergency. I've let my life go so awry. Right now, I'm in a space of emergency. And the more you can shorten those intervals, or rather, depending on your perspective, half full, half empty, or widen them to where those situations happen farther and few between, then you're doing it correctly. That's your sounding board. That's your measurement stick. You test it. Not enough salt. You're the salt of the earth. Spice up your life a little bit. It's not hard. Stop learning shit. Wow, that sounds blasphemous, doesn't it? Stop learning and believing in shit. I meant that intentionally, literally. So what is the shit you're referring to, Keith? Stop believing in it. It's all nonsense. Were you saying my children, my family, my religion? That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is anything that requires thinking beyond just appreciating, loving, and being grateful for it, saying, I will not even dare to taint this sacred experience, your child, your precious job, things you love, whatever that is, your deity, your religion, whatever that is for you, by using words that only limits the experience, just like asking. It's so tough for all of us to try to leave this body with the fire moving inside saying, let me out of prison. But the prison is the mind that believes that the soul needs a letting out of. There is nothing else. There is nothing else. Dear Lord, there's nothing else. Well, how do I? I don't know. I just know that I'm trying to undo all of my how do I's so I can open my eyes and my eye. I don't have to like something, but you definitely don't have to give it a label and pigeonhole it into something that it is not by something you think it is with all you got. It's a death trap. You want liberation? Shh. I mean, be quiet. Shut your mouth. I need to shut mine sometimes. Shut your mouth. Shut it. Just stop all of it. That place right there, that's the place. That's the space. That's where all the grace lies. And that's the truth. It's called the light. Jesus was the light. Follow me, I am the way. Not the way. Let's give it the credence as due. The, not T-H-E, T-H-E-E. The way. That's the only way to play, as spirit will always play in Leela, which means divine sport. This is all a simple play of consciousness. Or are you in alignment, or are we in alignment, or are we in confinement? Are we in alignment with that which says, I am everywhere, I am the light? And the more joy you have in your life, you are aligned with the light. That's the light. Wherever you feel miserable, sad, angry, guilty, this, not deserving, you are swerving out of the correct lane on your path to the light emerging in yourself. So this sounds like a bunch of stuff you fed me all night, Keith. It's the same thing. There is nothing you have to do. Ever. And exactly. There's nothing you have to do ever except be joyful for no reason. Now is the greatest season of your harvest. Joyful for no reason. Just be joyful for no reason. But joyful for no reason. You mean I can actually, you can just wake up every day and say, oh my God, my husband or wife left or this. I get it. You want to lean into it and it creates a pit in your gut. Like a kick in the nuts. Cojones. I know that feeling. I still feel those feelings, but I don't buy into it. It just arises in me and it says, you still have an aspect to be healed. I get it. And I move on and I move forward. There's nothing else to do. Well, that sounds like you just did a something. No, I didn't do a something. I peeled a something to do away. The stuff that unconsciously keeps me doing something. When you don't do a something, trust me, that is everything. All you have to do is be happy in the moment. I understand. I have my own life calls, protocol, precedents. I got to go pay this bill. Got to actually get in my car. Memphis, Tennessee, when the temperature right now is 35 degrees. I got to go pay this bill. That's part of being alive. You put gratitude and appreciation in it, it becomes the light. Guess what? You graduate and expand further into not having to pay the bill and get into the car, so forth and so on. There is nothing to do happy for no reason. Joy is the present. Joy is evidence of the presence of God. If God is all abundant, all around you, at all times, so much so, it's actually yourself. It's omnipresent. It's the light. Do you know, I've mentioned this a few times in my recent presentations, why people can see you on this plane? How can people see you on this 3D physical earth plane? Is because you are light. You are radiated. No, you're not radiated. Your body is radiated like you are the light. But there's this radiated light that emits from the expression of yourself from the center of your being, your Yah, God, will, outward. If people could not see, if you didn't have radiated light about you, you would be invisible. You are light. Simply, in all your folly, you are light. But the light gets brighter when we get lighter ourselves. It gets brighter not only to ourselves, but to everyone else around us. Because there's nothing to do. I'm doing shadow work, is what they call it in the spiritual movement. I get shadow work. I've done years of shadow work. And if that's where you are, then that's wonderful. It may take you a process to do. But I'm telling you, sharing with you, lovingly handing you a spiritual nugget. It doesn't require time. It requires you. Healing does not require time. Time heals all wounds. That's a crock of shit. Time does not heal wounds. Time takes time. You engage, move into the river of infinity. It can happen in a moment. It may take time to get to that level, to be in that energy. If it's Christianity for you, get on your knees and mean it with all fervor. Jesus, descend on me like a ham sandwich, and mean it. And the more you can practice over time to be in the light, the better you get at it, like a guitar player, someone wanting to learn an instrument or whatever, a craft. Spirituality is a craft. Are you a good craftsman? Your power tool is meditation and being aware. Whatever your path is, no one is denouncing your path or asking you to shift from it. What I, as a teacher, am asking you to do is shift deeper, full throttle into it. So much so that you lose those very labels I spoke about earlier. You're in it. You're in the fire. There's nothing else. Everything you bring to the fire, what does fire do? It obliterates, incinerates everything. And you're left with this returning back to spirit. From dust thou art, until dust thou shalt be. Ash to ash. The transient world burns into the infinite, the light. There's nothing to do. Unlearn the nonsense. I understand it's methodical if that's what you need. And 10, to get out of method. Make that your method. Wow. Just see everything as perfect. Here's the key. I'm handing you a serious key. Be in the energy as much as you can. There's nothing wrong. Now that I said it that way, for those who may dwell in that arena for a bit, Put that aside. And now here's your new affirmation if you're ready for it. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Whatever the situation that may have you by the boo-boo, I'm okay. Don't let the river of the world drown you. You may feel the current of that river trying to drown you. It's called emotion. It doesn't have to pull you in the ocean. Resolve back to your devotion of loving yourself as the light that you are, as to why people can actually see you. It's radiated light. Be the light. Simply stop doing things. Stop being involved so much in things that truly have no meaning. Unless they're fun. That has meaning. Gonna be right back, Center of Light. Let's see who's here. Agi. I'm gonna be interviewing Agi Nost really soon. Lincoln, my brother Tanya. Ishvati says, I agree. Time does not heal wounds. No, it does not. Paige says, we all need to dance in the light. Darnell, dance in the light naked. Vulnerable. Gonna be right back. Welcome to Center of Light, Illumination, speaking about light and emergence. Let's see what music I'm gonna put on. I'm gonna put on a Lavender Soul. Kelly comes to mind just like that. Kelly, what do you want to hear, precious? Is Kelly still here? Kelly's here. Kelly, what do you want to hear, dear? August says, hello, hello. Let me kick the music into a quiet space for the moment. Welcome to Center of Light. Tonight we're talking about light emergence. I think I got another little in me. Probably going to fall into, with an intention to fall in further into the light mode, because I'm playing on this arena to be in, touching my hand on the mouse and being in the chair and all this stuff. But I'm going to fall further. See what happens. I'm still waiting for my sister Kelly to respond, what she would like. Everyone, thank you very much for joining me. I love doing this. My son is living with me full time, so my weekend to weekday role has flip-flopped. So now I get to be with my beautiful young man, who I absolutely love. So I'm looking for Kelly. I'm not sure if she's here. It says she is. I'm going to engage something, and I'm going to send it out to Kelly. Let's see. Here you go, Kelly.
She turned to me and told me life was not too easy unless you can let go. I lay surprised at the simpleness of her soul. Wasting away in a sea of uncertainty. She had stayed with me for days. I needed love in so many different ways. And as I watched, she floated through the room. And as I cried, so I can let go. Reveal to me the beauty of your soul. I turned away, her light was so blinding, the energy of her love. She said goodbye and turned into a dove. As I watched, she floated through the room. And as I cried, she was there to dry them too. Hold me and don't let go. Hold me, never leave. Hold me and don't let go. Hold me, never leave. Never leave. She turned to me, told me life was not too easy unless you can let go. Reveal to me the beauty of your soul.
Welcome back to Center of Light. Tonight we're talking about exactly that, light. I want the music. I want some music. I want some music. I want some of this. Welcome to Center of Light. We're talking about light, emergence, the emergence of that very thing, the light. Ooh, that gets me on fire moving. We're going to get right down. Let me ask you this real quick. When I took a break, I went to the little boy's room, and I got to check my software real quick. Excuse me. Exactly. I went to the little boy's room. And what came to me is, I want to ask a question. You can respond or not, just to stimulate thought. Do you have dreams, simple memories, fleeting glimpses, daydreams, whatever they may be, of just being somewhere else? But not only being somewhere else, being there for eternity. Not only eternity, not meaning an eternity, but that you have had all these experiences for eons upon eons upon eons of time. I have this often. Hello, Channa Rory. Channa Rory, are we friends? If not, please friend me, because I'm coming to stalk you now. I'm coming to find you. I like finding people. We are friends. Hi, Channa. Let's see what's happening. Lincoln says, hang on. That song is still singing to my heart. Right. Hello, Rosemary. Hello, Dagny. Hello, Jackie. Everyone, hello. All right, as we keep moving forward, we're talking about light and the emergence of. Tanya says I do all the time. Light and the emergence of. Well, you understand what light is. I get it. Well, everyone knows me, knows I love definitions. It gets all the nonsense out the way. It brings us to a space of understanding. Light. Definition. The language we all agree to as a people, let's use Webster's for example, that we say, okay, this is what these utterances, these audio vibrations mean. The word light, it's just a pronunciation of a word. It's a guttural word that we use to say telepathic thought, this is what I'm trying to tell you. And we say light. That being said, this is what light actually is by definition. That which defines things, or in this case, reality. Light, definition. The key word, natural. This is the definition. The natural agent. Oh my God. The definition of light. The natural agent that stimulates emergence, sight, and makes things visible. We talked about a minute ago, emergence, the agent that stimulates emergence, sight, as I mentioned. You have to be able to see and makes things visible as to why people can see you, because you are radiated light. If you were not radiated light, you would be invisible. Oh my God, I did not see this coming. Continuing with the definitions of light. The light of the sun, S-U-N. But I'm going to make it even more special and say the light of the sun, S-O-N. I am the truth, the way, and the light. Follow me. See? The light of the sun, continuing. Illumination, brightness, luminescence, luminosity, shining, gleaming, gleam, brilliance, radiance, luster. Do you have that sheen on you? Right? Glowing, glow, blaze, glare, dazzle, incandescence, phosphorance, sunlight, moonlight, starlight, lamplight, firelight, electric light, gaslight, ray of light, shaft of light, beam of light, effulgence. Are you trying to become that which is the effulgence of 10,000 suns? That's what it takes to become the Christ light, the Buddha light, the light of compassion, the light of everything that means anything ever. Refulgence, lambency, fulguration, daylight, light of day, natural light, daylight hours, daytime day, hours of sunlight. Now we're going to move into, I think, oh my God, there's just so much about light, but it's so basic and simple. I'm going to read a few. Set alight, set light to, set burning, set on fire. Hello, ding, ding, ding. Set fire to, ignite, kindle, burn, spark, fire, touch off, start, torch. Now we're going to move into the definition of emergence. Tonight's presentation is light, emergence. The emergence of that which is the light within us. Definition of emergence. Hold on to your britches. Happy Friday, you beautiful, sexy human bitches. Emergence. The process of coming into view or becoming exposed after being concealed. Combustion. Light. Letting it out. There's nothing you have to do to let it out. It's just do your best to let it out as often as possible and find your groove. Right? Emergence, disclosure. I'm going to use the word disclosure differently. Disclosure. Close. Disclosure. Take off the clothes. I'm going to disclose myself. Becoming known. Coming to light. Exposure. Unfolding. Publication. Publicizing. Publishing. Broadcasting. Center of light. Wow, I love it! The process of coming into being or of becoming important or prominent. The emergence of the environmental movement. Appearance, arrival, coming, turning up, springing up. Paige says sparkle. Paige has the fairy dust. She's the fairy. She's the sprite kind of being. I see that in you so clearly, Paige. And so I'm loving the fact that people are responding to these word icons, these ideas. Tanya says glimmer. She loves glimmer. She resonated with glimmer, did she not? Paige resonated with sparkle. Tanya likes some bling bling, yo. So we're understanding light is not difficult. Life is not difficult. It's the very basic things. I'm in a space of delight. This thing tastes so delightful to my palate. That's it. That's the light. Hence the reason the word light is in delightful. I'm delightful. In fact, another expression of that very thing is, this tastes divine. How easy is that? There's no religion. You have to just religiously devote yourself to being easy and simple. Lighthouse, that which creates a light information for something lost in the fog to be able to see, so there's no disaster. Lighthouse. Lightning happens in an ominous thunderstorm when things seem so gloomy. And the lightning, even in the Bible, they talk about Moses. He called it the finger of God was lightning, and he inscribed on these tablets, light. Chana Rory says, all answers are within. Love and light. Light is within all. So it's simply a play of divine consciousness. It's simply a play of divine consciousness. Let me see what time it is. Not that time matters, but I do know that when I get into this mode, I get very hungry because my light, my emergence of it, begins to burn as a fuel, the fire. You do as well when you do something that you acquire that brings you to a space of just joy. After a good workout, you're hungry, right? After a good this or that, you're hungry. A good sex marathon, you're hungry. Sometimes spiritual people, they get hungry and they want more light. I do this because it helps me to align, to add a third density motion to it. It makes it congealed for me here. It's tangible. I understand it on this plane. It's a beautiful idea and inspiration up here, but I want to anchor it. I want to anchor the light. So as I do that, in the realization of something else, the third component, the rebirth of the Christ, the lotus flower, the phoenix, whatever you want to call it, begins to rise as you see. Check this out. In this beautiful banner I created. Check this out. This says a lot. Packs a hell of a punch. The light from a quote above comes down through your entire being and you become ignited. And as you ground that light, what happens in the form of an emergence within you, in me, and we is everything that anyone, anywhere, throughout the entire cosmos could ever possibly want. Okay? What is light? That was proffered and asked earlier. What is light? 3 very simple words. What is light? That is light. And it sits all around you every day, every night, and all delight, waiting for you to taste it. That's it. That's what the light is. It moves you into a feeling, into a space, simply, of self-deserving and I feel worthy grace. Nothing else can replace the truth, powerful that it is, launches you into that realm of light, and suddenly within you emerges in all deliciousness. It's a feeling. It's a space. It's a place. There is nothing else. There's no work to do. Accept your glory, children of the light. You seek explanation for everything, don't you? Many of you try to get out of it, but in your trying, you are snaring yourself directly right back into it. Remember, the vessel spoke. There's nothing you have to do. And what you have to do is learn the truth that there is nothing you have to do. It's like a spiritual volleyball match. But as you volley back and forth, one day you will match yourself to the very question with the answer you have been posing. There's no more supposing. It's a simpleness. Be a simpleton. Live in Simple Town. There's your new destination on earth. Simple Town. I am human/divine. 77777. Simple Town. Earth. In all mirth. Take that for what it's worth. And birth something in you. The light. But I feel so guilty about all those things I've done, you may say. And in your dismay, you have yet again launched yourself out of the light which you deserve, and what you deserve wants to emerge within you. The lesson that is being pressed on you is simple. You will find no higher teaching, audio-wise, information-wise, vibrational-wise, light-wise, likewise what is being offered, than you will see here. Sounds boisterous, arrogant, doesn't it? It's okay. You understand boisterous and arrogance, so it resonates. Mission accomplished. But you were reached. The light. It's not something you becoming, it's something you are. Do you see that? Inspiration is the in-breath. Expiration is the out breath. You inspire yourself with spirit, and as you expire and you take your last breath, you are divinely birthed back to spirit. You call that death. Rest assured, as you in and out breath from now to eternity, the choice to return back to your divinity and the simplicity of living, dwelling in the light, and suddenly through the silence, the new world appears. To you, all of my loved beyond measure dears, you can always choose to live in blood, sweat, and tears. It's not necessary. I am learning that myself. Remember, you are loved beyond measure. Peace, love, and always live in the light. You're living in the light now. Without it, you couldn't be you. You couldn't possibly exist, nor sustain yourself. The trick, the goal we must all master is to follow the master of light himself. Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, your great-grandmother, your brand new precious born child, something that represents something beautiful beyond measure to you. And on the other side of that measure wall, you will find your pleasure and your treasure. And that's all you have ever wanted. You are loved beyond measure. My name is Keith Anthony Blanchard. Thank you for joining me tonight on Center of Light. I will be seeing you soon. Tomorrow night, I have no idea. If you would, send me some keywords. Keith, tomorrow night I have a question about this aspect of my life, what I see happening in the world. In other words, give me a subject or a theme for my presentation tonight, for tomorrow night, and Sunday as well. My boys to his mom's, which gives me a time to play. But I love being with my boy. I will see you guys soon. Peace, love, and always behave yourself. Whatever that means. See you.